Welcome to Tee to Green, brought to you by Cleary Building Corp., American Family Insurance, Bruner Realty, Callaway Golf, the first tee of South Central Wisconsin, and MIDDLETON Ford.
Stay up. Oh, you still suck.
Here we go.
This game is still hard. Jump in there. No.
Oh, that's woefully short. That's good. Boom. Want more Tee to Green TV? Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for episodes, bloopers, pro tips, and more. Sometimes, you just have to bite the bullet and say, okay, hey, you lose and you lose. That's profound as it is. Yeah. We're going to go back into time with history around the Madison area about Vitense Golfland and how it's evolved from, 40 plus years ago to what it is now with Joel Weitz. So I think if you're into that, you want to make sure you stay tuned to Tee to Green.
Now let's take a moment to get to know your hosts.
I didn't start playing golf till I was 25 years young. Thus, my unique swing. I was at Channel 3 doing the sports Monday through Friday, 6 and 10 for almost 20 years. Hosted coaches shows, did play-by-play, and really found a niche for myself. This show has given us an opportunity to convey to our viewers our passions for golf, helping with the Balance and Belief Foundation, and about the give. But it has made me feel a little bit younger here, and that's been a lot of fun,
I was born into a golf family, and my dad happened to actually be the head golf professional here. I was fortunate enough to be hired by Sean Toulon and a company called Zevo, where we were pioneering club fitting throughout the entire country. As I went through kind of my dark time of my life, where I went to rehab and things like that, I got an incredible education at Hazelden, and it teaches you about balance. I was going to make a run at taking young kids and kind of not fixing them, but showing them that there are so many different components in your life, and you get yourself in balance that you could probably play some better golf without really working on your golf swing. From my dad and what I learned here to what Hazelden then gave me, to then blend it together and find out that, teaching golf and being around people was what was, quite honestly going to save my life. And that's what it did, was save my life. Why would I turn that down? That was awesome.
Can I help you?
Yeah, we are looking for a condo.
We can do that. Cleary builds lots of condos that you would like.
Very funny, tall man. We are looking for a condo for our Porsche. I'm sure you can't do that.
Actually, we can do that. Well, what do you think?
Dankeschön, tall man. Now our Porsche is very happy.
The Payroll Company, your source for the best-in-class HCM technology, HR outsourcing, and retirement plan administration.
PGA Junior League Golf is a fun and innovative program designed to introduce kids to golf.
So much fun. It was really fun.
It's really fun.
Boys and girls aged 13 and under of all skill levels wear numbered jerseys and play as a team in a fun, social, and inclusive environment.
Accomplishing something as part of a team is more fun than doing it on your own.
To learn more about PGA Junior League Golf, go to pgajlg.com.
Before I joined the first tee, the only sport I ever did was surfing channels. I used to get C's and D's. Now I'm planning for a BA in history.
I've learned a lot at the first tee. I even learned how to play golf.
Put a golf club in a young person's hands and watch them grow. At the first tee, we instill values like confidence, judgment, respect, and integrity. Values they learn from golf, but take with them for the rest of their lives. Find out how you can get involved today.
Welcome back to Tee to Green. Years ago, maybe 35 years ago, I used to hop on my Schwinn up by Ridgewood Pool, get on that thing, and head down the hills to Vitense Golfland. And today, we are joined by the owner, Joel Weitz, Vitense Golfland. I'll tell you, I used to show up here, I think it was a train car or something. So we've come a long way. Tell me about Vitense and the history here, Joel. What do we got going on?
Well, you talk about history. It's a lot older than you are.
That I believe.
Yeah. Goes back to 1955.
Wow.
George Vitense, PGA professional. Came from Tacoma after being at Tacoma Golf Club for about 20 years, and this was way out in the country on little 2-lane road, the Beltline Road. I don't think it was called the highway back then, but it was in the middle of nowhere on the far outskirts of Madison, and he decided that he needed to make golf more accessible. So he opened up this large golf range with 80 spots, even back then, which is where we are today, double-decker, lit par 3 golf course. So the guy was kind of ahead of his time as certain things. He had the first, and still is the only, lit golf course in the state, which is pretty unusual.
Very unusual. So this is a family-owned business, and it started out as just golf, but man, I look around here and things have changed. So what all do we got here at Vitense now?
What we've been able to do in 2006, we constructed this new building, 20,000 square foot building.
Wow.
And as part of that, we're able to keep the golf range open year-round. So we utilize that covered area, threw in some 90,000 BTU heaters. No, but it is incredibly warm down there, and then we expanded it in 2014 to include the new golf suites, which is more of entertainment and recreational and comfortable setting.
So we got our own little miniature Wisconsin Dells here, right? We got everything for the kids. We got the miniature golf, we got the batting cages, we got the range, we got the lit par 3, but we all know that the industry needs a little shot in the arm, and there's some new technology here that we're going to go down and take a look at shortly. What's the new stuff we got here?
Oh, we have an exciting product, and we're fortunate to be a test site of Pro Tracer. Now, Pro Tracer, yeah, Pro Tracer is the tool that you'll see in tournaments that animates the ball flight. So you see the arc of the golf ball, you see the path, whether it's curving right or left. So this company out of Sweden has adapted this and developed it for application on the golf range, which is just phenomenal. Not only does it track the ball, it tracks it like a launch monitor, but it analyzes the height of the ball, the spin rate, normally things you'd see there, but the gaming aspect is really interesting. There's options for closest to the pin, long drives, and playing golf courses down there. So what they do is they make a GPS map of the golf range, and we have 6 different target greens. So it sets up on the monitor, you see these different greens out there, and different colored flags, and you can play closest to the pin, and it multiplies points based on the proximity of the pins, but it is an incredible system. There's nothing like it.
Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get our shoes on, let's grab some clubs, let's head down to the range and check out Vitense's version of Topgolf right here in Madison, and we'll be right back with Tee to Green.
In the beginning, life was simple. A cave and a warm fire was all man needed. Then things evolved. Cleary Building Corp came along, and the man cave was born.
Your man cave no longer has to be that unused corner in the basement. At Cleary, we believe you deserve a place you can call home. From a toy box to a golf resort, and everything in between. Start building today at clearybuilding.com.
Cleary built with pride before the shamrock supplied.
Locally owned and a family dealership, that's Middleton Ford. For over 7 decades, Middleton Ford has been there for thousands of customers that have now become a part of their family. It starts with outstanding service and customer satisfaction. New or used, fleet vehicles, hybrids, or the popular F-150 truck at Middleton Ford, they'll treat you right. From the moment you step onto their lot and into their showroom, you can start and end your search for the right vehicle at Middleton Ford. MiddletonFord.com. Remember, if you don't see the Middleton Ford logo, you've paid too much.
You can talk about technology and go on about your innovation. You can tell golfers you're the longest and claim to be the best. Or you can build something that's truly epic. Introducing Jailbreak. It's redefined how the head and face react at impact. It's transformative speed, and it's only in Epic. From Callaway.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you. It's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
When we decided to sell our home, we didn't really know where to start. So we contacted Bruner Realty to help make the process less stressful.
Our Bruner Realty agent came in, learned about us and our home, created a customized marketing plan, and in just 5 days had an accepted offer on our home.
Our agent always kept us in the loop, and the service they provided was both professional and personal.
We would definitely recommend Bruner Realty to anyone looking to buy or sell their home in the future.
Tina Green TV supports the Balance and Believe Foundation, a nonprofit organization that promotes junior golf while raising money for the community and teaching kids to improve as golfers, people, and leaders. Proceeds from the show are donated to the Balance and Believe Foundation. Help support the foundation and learn more at bnbfoundation.org.
Welcome back to Tee to Green. I'd be lying to you if I didn't think the golf industry needed a shot in the arm. And I'll tell you what, over here at Vitense Golfland, they got something new. It's golf and entertainment together, and people are fired up about it. And I got the mastermind here, Ryan Ranguette, to tell us a little bit about what is going on here at Vitense. What do we got here, Ryan? What is all this stuff?
Well, we've got a new interactive gaming system on our driving range here. So this gives the opportunity for the guests to come down, play a bunch of different games with their friends, family, partners that they want to play with.
So let's kind of back up here a little bit. So I show up. I come down here to one of these suites. Are there cameras? I mean, how does this thing know what my ball is doing?
Yeah, so ProTracer is the technology that's used on the PGA Tour to track golf ball flights. So they've used that technology, brought it to the driving range here, and we have 4 cameras that track 18 different stalls, or bays that we call them, for every shot that you hit.
So somebody shows up here, they go to the front counter. Walk me through the process so all the people watching at home know exactly what they're going to do when they get here.
Sure. So we've got a couple different price structures based on date and time that they come. So anywhere from $20 to $35, depending on if it's a weekday, a weekend,
Is that
evening,
per hour?
or mornings. It's per hour.
Okay.
So it's 1 hour of ProTracer, includes a Big George bucket, which is about 120 golf balls, and up to 4 people can play for that price.
Oh, wow.
So it's a pretty inexpensive way to be entertained for a full hour.
So show me how this thing works.
Sure. So very user-friendly here. Pretty much gives you an opportunity where in 2-3 minutes you can really pick it up and understand it. But when we come down, we turn this on for the guest that comes in. They'll basically start in the launch monitor aspect. And this is kind of just warming up, getting used to shots, seeing how the ProTracer works. So these markers actually out here on the screen are to our targets out on the golf course, or on the range, excuse me.
Okay.
So we've got, our blue flags 97 yards, our white flags 147, purple, so on and so forth. Those are all measured towards our actual targets. And then we can track different things. So we can track total carry, total distance, which is actually the rollout of the golf ball, curvature of the ball, ball speed, launch angle, hang time, and then off target. So you can see really dial in, how far you're, if you're being accurate to the target that you're flying towards. And then, depending on the number of people that are here, we'll get them involved in the points game. So this is where we can, throw some dollars out there and really have a good time with your friends. So you select the number of players, you come in, you'll type in your name here. And
I saw an email address there so you can get your results sent to you or something?
Yep, you can send your results right to you.
Love it.
Especially great with the launch monitor aspect, so you can see some detailed reports there.
Seems pretty simple to me. I brought my Callaway irons here, part of the Callaway family. You feeling like you want a shot at the title? You want to play a little game here?
Let's play a little game.
Let's play a little game.
All
We'll be right
sounds
back
good.
with Tee to Green.
PGA Junior League Golf is a fun and innovative program designed to introduce kids to golf.
So much fun. It was really fun. It's really fun.
Boys and girls aged 13 and under of all skill levels wear numbered jerseys and play as a team in a fun, social, and inclusive environment.
Accomplishing something as part of a team is more fun than doing it on your own.
To learn more about PGA Junior League Golf, go to pgajlg.com.
Nevada Bob's, your game, your store. #1 in service, selection, and always at the best price.
It seems like every financial company talks about investing your way to wealth. But what about protecting what you're building right now? At Northwestern Mutual, we know the importance of doing both. We combine personalized investment solutions that help grow your wealth with world-class insurance that protects what matters most to you. This whole picture approach is just one of the reasons 96% of our clients stay with us year after year. At Northwestern Mutual, we help you live life differently.
Tee to Green is brought to you by Cleary Building Corp.
So my buddies were here, and they told me something about virtual golf. Maybe I could play Harbor Town, something like that. All true? Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll go to Harbor Town here, and we'll show you a little bit of how you actually can play virtual golf on a driving range.
So this is an outdoor simulator, basically? I get to see ball flight?
Outdoor, so you get to see complete ball flight. You can actually hit to certain targets, so you have a little bit more depth perception of feeling, hey, I'm at a 150-yard shot, and you can actually go to our target out there.
This is it?
So this is it right here. So we're on the first hole. We're set up. We have 384 yards to there. You have these actual markers that are our flags out on the driving range.
Oh, cool.
And you pick towards your targets.
So you're telling me all I do now is take my Callaway golf club, head over to the mat, and I'm on the first hole at Harbor Town?
You got it.
Let's get after it, man. I'm ready.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Hopefully no trees in the way here.
Uh-oh.
Little snappy.
Little slider there. So am I on the tee now?
You're on the tee, but I hit the trees. Whew, get through.
Oh, look at the bounces already.
Beautiful.
Oh, come on.
I put you on the forward tee, so I gave you a little bit of advantage for the distance.
I love it. All right, yellow flag.
That should be all right.
Fairway hit.
Fairway hit.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, it got through the trees, so I'm in the rough. Still my play?
Yep, 197.
Ooh, man. Gonna have to step on this one.
That's pretty good.
Oh, bring it in, baby.
See if it'll land on the green.
Short?
Get up.
Come on.
Not bad.
Oh. Pin high. I hit it too far?
205. You crushed it.
Holy man. You got this shot?
I've got it.
Oh, wow, a little cutter to the blue flag. I got it. What do we got here? Oh.
Tree?
Oh. No.
That made it through.
I'm feeling pretty good about my position here, brother. So how do we do this closer to the green? Is there putting involved?
There is. So I'm going to go 40 yards to the bucket here.
40 yards to the bucket. Okay.
37, so I got to hit it a little bit short of that.
Okay.
See how we can do this.
Got to tell you, they're not kidding about the heaters here.
I might be a little deep. I'm on, you're up. The cool part about this is you can pick any flag you want to.
Okay.
So if you get within the gray circle here,
yep,
that's a par. You get within the white and you get a birdie.
Oh.
So if you hit your 7-iron at the red flag, it's 162, and you knock it tight, you got a birdie. So,
oh, baby!
You are done. Good par.
I made par?
Par.
I love this thing.
So now I've got a tough little challenge here. I'm gonna go for the red, but my white ring is pretty small there.
It is. So this is to tie, right?
This is to tie.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances.
I think you're going one up here.
Other than my burnt scalp. Uh-oh.
No, it's not gonna move in. So you're good. Victor?
Well played. Well
Good
played.
job. Bogey to par.
Here's your Tee to Green pro tip.
Once again, it is time for Tip from a Pro, brought to you by the Wisconsin PGA. And again, I'm joined by good friend and Marquette
alum, Zach Gaugert. Today we're going to kind of continue talking about the things that we can control on the golf course. And one of the things is controlling your setup and your alignment. So you can see we have some sticks here on the ground, and one of the things Zach and I really like to do in our practice sessions is make sure that you set up your practice station so that when you're practicing, it's much more purposeful than just hitting golf shots. So you can see we got two different rods here. And one of the things we're doing is the outside white alignment rod there is for our target line. And then this one here that's closest to us is for his toe line, which then leads to knees, hips, shoulders, and eyes, all being on the exact same target line, or as we like to call, parallel to the left of it. The other thing you'll see is we got an alignment rod out here to our left, and what that tells us is where is the golf ball starting relative to our target line. Now, starting here, we have a target picked out in the distance at about 200 yards. Zach's got a 6-iron, and first the thing you're gonna see here is he's gonna set himself up so that he is perfectly square to the alignment sticks here. So go ahead and do that, Zach. Set yourself up. As he gets ready to go, his intention here is to actually try and hit this alignment rod that is in the ground here right out in front of him, and then we know that it starts on line. So let's go ahead and make a couple swings here. So the one thing that Zach could get right there is he got immediate feedback by watching how his golf ball flew relative to the alignment rod in the ground. Now, if Zach was somebody that hit the golf ball left to right, what we have to do with alignment then is we have to make sure that he picks a target out to the left, and we call that our primary target. So what he would do is he would change his alignment rods here on the ground to where his target line is now to the left of the rod in the ground. And why is that important? It's important so that we know if his ball is going to curve left to right, that it is absolutely critical that his ball starts to the left of his original target here. So let's go ahead and show everybody at home what that looks like. Okay, just like that. So you can see if we are going to curve the golf ball from left to right, the primary target is going to be out in the distance and to the left of what our secondary target is, or where we want the ball to end up. So now we'll change it again. Now we're going to change this alignment rod to where it's out to the right. For somebody that is a drawer of the golf ball, it is absolutely critical to make sure that the ball starts to the right of his intended target, or to the right of this alignment pole, and then it's going to draw back to the flag. So for those of you at home, don't always aim at the flag. If you aim at the flag and the ball curves, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So align yourself to the left or to the right, and then allow the curvature of the golf ball to get it close to the flag. So let's take a look at what he's going to do here. Just like that. That was pretty good right there. So if we need the ball to start to the left and move back to the right, then you must make sure your body lines are then aimed to the left, and vice versa for those that draw the golf ball. And that is a tip from a pro, brought to you by the Wisconsin PGA.
Locally owned and a family dealership, that's Middleton Ford. For over 7 decades, Middleton Ford has been there for thousands of customers that have now become a part of their family. It starts with outstanding service and customer satisfaction. New or used, fleet vehicles, hybrids, or the popular F-150 truck at Middleton Ford, they'll treat you right. From the moment you step onto their lot and into their showroom, you can start and end your search for the right vehicle at Middleton Ford. MiddletonFord.com. Remember, if you don't see the Middleton Ford logo, you've paid too much.
I was one of the first to play Chrome Soft. It's long, extremely soft, and unbelievably easy to control. I could tell right away it was a different kind of ball. But some golfers have not even tried Chrome Soft. Let me ask you something. If you're not willing to change, how can you expect to get better? Chrome Soft, it's the ball that changed the ball.
We don't have a lot of grocery stores here in our neighborhood, and we want our neighbors to have access to good things at affordable prices.
The only thing easy in our community is fast food.
Wow.
Well, hello.
We're here to offer some help.
Welcome.
Retirement, huh?
I mean, look at the size of this thing.
Who doesn't need a sweet potato that size? They took the time to care what our project was about.
There you go.
And that was something that I'll truly treasure.
As first-time homebuyers, working with Bruner Realty was an incredible experience.
In this market, buying a home can be really stressful, but our agent was professional, was available 24/7, and worked really hard to get us our dream home, all while staying within our budget. Our agent worked around our difficult schedules and always put our needs and priorities above his own.
If anyone we know is looking to buy or sell a home in the future, we wouldn't hesitate to recommend Bruner Realty.
Next on West 1, we have...
Looking for a game? Now you can join Sherry Steinhauer, Jerry Kelly, Andy North, and Steve Stricker and become part of the Champions Club of the First Tee of South Central Wisconsin. Go to thefirstteescw.org or ask about us at your favorite golf club. Join Sherry, Jerry, Andy, and Strick in the Champions Club.
I'm Sherry Steinhauer. Join me and support the First Tee of South Central Wisconsin.
You're up.
Tee to Green is brought to you by Cleary Building Corp.
Welcome back to Tee to Green. I'm Christina Schnarr with the Balance and Believe Golf Academy. I'm here with Zach Goggart, our pro golfer. Today we're going to go over a lateral lunge. A lateral lunge is super important for that golf swing, creating that stable base, strong lower body. Zach's going to go out side to side. So you're stepping out to the right, 90-degree angle in that right knee. You're going to have a straight left leg. Abs are super tight, strong core. You're going to step back to the center, and he's going to go over to the left. Same thing, you're going side to side. Really good. Strong core, that back is nice and straight, shoulders back. To make this exercise a little bit more advanced, Zach's going to add some dumbbells. You can grab any weight you'd like, and you're going to hold those weights right at your chest and do the exact same thing, keeping that core super stable, super strong, really good. When you're starting your workout routine, shoot for 8 to 10, possibly 12 reps per side. And as you get more comfortable with that exercise, just keep adding reps to it. Add more sets, start with 1 to 2 sets, and try to work up to 3 sets of 15 reps on each side, doing this workout 3 times a week. And Zach, how would you feel that this particular exercise has helped you in your golf game?
Lateral lunges have really helped me build a stable base, especially in my hips. So when you're making your golf swing and you go to your backswing and you want to load up this right side and then get all your weight through to the left side, the transfer of weight and transfer of power, lateral lunges has really helped me with that.
There's your tip, guys. Thanks for tuning in this week. This is Christina Schnarr with the Balance and Believe Golf Academy. We'll see you next week.
Quite honestly, another jam-packed show. And guess what? As only you would have it as you're filling your grocery sack at your favorite grocery store to go get some roasting ears and some food for your next outfit and your next gig, we're going to do the same thing right here on Tee to Green, because we're going to be talking about junior golf and how it's really taken off here in the greater Madison area. And we're talking to some key players that are instrumental in that growth.
Well, and I think the PGA has really started to put their weight behind what we need to grow in this game, and that's junior golf, right?
Are you making fun of my weight again? Thank you.
No,
okay,
that doesn't stop growing.
Okay, thank you.
So, but we could compare it to junior golf because they're actually
growing
in the same direction.
Okay, thank you.
So we'll have Erica Perkle and some other people that are helping out with the long drive, chip and putt, and then this thing that's really taken over big is this junior golf league. I mean, it is really starting to sweep the nation. Kind of a combination between golf and little league. They got jerseys, they got numbers, and they're having a ton of fun.
They remind me of little Weebles. And on that note, we'll say goodbye. Thanks for joining us on Tee to Green.
Want more Tee to Green TV? Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for episodes, bloopers, pro tips, and more.
Tee to Green supports the Balance and Believe Foundation. To learn more or donate, visit bandbfoundation.org. Tee to Green is brought to you by Cleary Building Corp., Nevada Bobs, Northwestern Mutual, The Payroll Company, University Ridge Golf Course, and the Wisconsin State Golf Association and the Wisconsin PGA.